Hey everyone, how's it going? It's me, Goose. Today's episode is a little special because I have a sponsor that I like to give a shout out to. My sponsor is Blue Screen of Death. It is a reminder, a constant reminder that my PC is currently on its final legs and it is under the brink of death. And the mortality of PCs are real. Please bring your PCs to your local doctor to get it checked out because it might die anytime. Anyways, so, how's it going? It's May the 7th, and a lot of people celebrated May the 4th be with you this week, and a lot of people forgot about Cinco de Mayo the day after. I swear Star Wars is doing some sort of shit where they're making people forget about Mexican stuff so that they just, the fucking assholes, those stupid Star Wars assholes. Oh, whatever. Yeah, that was a thing. I didn't even make that many videos this week, and that kind of sucked. I think this video is this weekly update thing. It's probably gonna be really, really short, just because like I don't want to linger too much on whatever I have in mind, because I do just want to clean up my room and get my act together. Because I don't know, I feel like I've been slacking off lately, and I think you, my audience, you probably noticed this as well, because I haven't been making that great content lately. It's just been not that amazing, so I feel like if I clean up my room and I just like get shit done, then I could probably get back, to my old habits of making constant videos and making good constant videos. You see, the thing is that I've been making videos without a script lately. I think the past, 8 or so videos have been made without a script. And I don't know, maybe you've noticed or not, but I'm just not good without a script, honestly. I've been trying to get myself into a habit where I can talk well without a script, free flow. Just improvising my own, thoughts into words. But I feel like I'm not onto that level yet, and I need to practice some more. So in all honesty, I just need to make more scripts and just read from the scripts. I really do love writing the scripts more than I do like improvising my dialogue, because I feel like there's a cleaner flow there, and it becomes more natural, I guess. It becomes more organic, the way I talk, That's weird because I'm using a script, so it should sound more static and stagnant. But when I have a script, when I make it more natural, when I write it well, it sounds like something that I just came up with in my head, when in reality it's just something I typed out. So, I guess that speaks to me as a writer, but I don't really want to suck my own cock for that long. But yeah, I think I'll just get back to script writing after today. Tomorrow, there will be a video put up that I've been teasing for a while now. Teasing to my girlfriend and teasing to you guys. I've been meaning to make this video for a long time, and it should be ready by tomorrow, hopefully. If not, then I'm a fucking sucker, and I need to come up with a better schedule. But yeah, it should be ready by tomorrow. I don't know. Honestly, like, my biggest fear as a YouTuber is becoming someone I'm not on YouTube. Maybe I should start off that way. Maybe I should be as obnoxious as, like, a Marksepticeye or Markiplier. Is that Jacksepticeye? I mixed up Markiplier with Jacksepticeye. I called him Marksepticeye. No, I don't want to be like either one of those. Or like old PewDiePie, where PewDiePie just he admitted that he was just an act and he was just pretending to be this wacky, crazy Swedish man. Haha, bro. It's clear to me that he was just faking it just for, the views and for the kid audience. And I think he's really sick and tired of that. That's the funny thing about YouTube. I think YouTube has realized that the more popular channels are the ones with a child-friendly channel, with a ton of kids subscribers and underage subscribers. It's weird calling them underage because I'm talking like fucking whatever. But yeah, a bunch of underage subscribers, and I think YouTube has really been catching on to that, and they want to market towards that part of YouTube than us, you know, like people who are vulgar and are very blunt and aren't afraid to curse and to cuss and not to bleep out their words. So, you know, that always confused me. That always fucking confused me on YouTube. Why there are some YouTubers who just go out of their way to bleep their own words. Like, that is a lot of time and effort just to fucking cover up what you said and to censor what you said, even though most of your audience knows what you said. It always confused me, but now I actually understand, and I realize now that they've been just prepping themselves up for the future of when YouTube inevitably became PC. It's weird. It is so weird. I guess I should have seen that foresight coming, but I always thought, you know, internet content and just online content in general, it was just, it was like the Wild West, you know, and I guess in a sense that's not a great thing. The Wild West, there was a ton of murders and a lot of robbery and thievery, and that's a lot of that's been going on here on YouTube as well. Especially when you go over to Facebook and you see that most YouTubers have their videos taken directly from the YouTube channel and ripped into like some Facebook page where they get like millions more views, and a lot less of those views are coming back to their YouTube channel. So yeah, I guess in a sense, you know, the internet still is the Wild West of media. And I just always thought that was kind of cool. I mean, yeah, okay, the thievery and shit, that's terrible, right? But I always thought it was kind of cool where we never had to censor ourselves. We never had to say, oh, well, I said fuck about 30 times. I have to bleep it out 30 times. You know, it's just been... Why do we have to conform to that? Why do we have to conform to that? We are not like TV. We could do whatever we want. There's porno everywhere on the internet. It's always going to be there. This is a dark place for media, and I guess media just doesn't want it to be dark. They just want to shed some light for more of a friendly audience to come in and see and consume all this garbage that we make. But I'm just ranting, honestly. What was I even saying? Oh yeah, I just don't want to be like old timey PewDiePie and just Jacksepticeye. I would never want to be like him. I have a ton of respect for Jacksepticeye. Really, like he made it. He made it to the top. This unknown dude, just like in the span of a year or two, became this giant, like right next to PewDiePie and Markiplier, like butting heads against them. You know, of course he's just way out of PewDiePie's league, but still. He made it. He made it to the top. But I will never want to be like Jacksepticeye. I would never want to be like him. I can't see myself being like, whoa, cracky, you know, like fucking Tasmanian devil. I can't see myself doing that. And I don't know if I've ever told this story before, but there was a time in my Let's Play career when I thought I had a chance in Let's Playing where I was like, okay, I'm going to start acting like PewDiePie, you know, back in 2012 where PewDiePie was like this wacky, crazy guy, right? So, okay, I'm just going to pretend to be like him. I'm just going to be energetic and energized. And so I swear to you guys, I started playing Earthbound. That was going to be my Let's Play where I act like PewDiePie. And I was like, I clicked record and I was immediately like, hey guys, whoa, let's play some Earthbound. And just 3 seconds after that, I was like, and I stopped recording, and I just wanted to kill myself. That was the most depressing I've ever been recording a video. Honestly, it still is the most depressing moment of my YouTube career. When I pressed that record button, I realized that was not who I wanted to be at all. It depressed me immensely. It is very shocking how depressing I was. I was like, what am I doing? It was just for 3 seconds, and I was like, what am I doing? This isn't who I am. I don't want to do this at all. It's just, yeah, I mean, it's just so weird. And honestly, that's just when I stopped. That's when I stopped doing Let's Plays, and I don't know. Just took a break from that, got a job, and started to pay off some stuff. And now here I am, back at it with the YouTube, full-time. Well, partially full-time now because, you know, God apparently hates me. So anytime I take on the new challenge, there's always a even greater obstacle ahead. But hey, man, whatever. Hopefully this whole YouTube debacle gets fixed. I don't know how they'll fix it. I just don't know how. I mean, as much shit we give YouTube, I know they're a team of very brilliant people. I'm sure they have some innovations coming our way that would be beneficial to everyone, not just, the advertisers, but I have very little faith in them. I really don't think they have a solution to this. I think their only solution is to just wipe out everyone that's like H3H3 and just, sweep them under the rug and just be like, hey, we don't want you anymore. But I don't know. I saw that New York YouTube meetup thing, and I saw that H3H3 actually made it there. They were invited there, so it's clear that YouTube acknowledges people like Ethan and Gila. But to see if that's the kind of content they want in the future, I don't know. I really don't know. It's a concerning thing, but we'll see how it all works out. Anyways, I promised that this video was going to be short, and it is. I really just want to clean up my room and just, I don't know, get a cup of tea and fat shame and be racist to everyone. Have I ever told you that one of the things that I like to do to de-stress myself, this is a very weird thing. It's a very weird thing. I don't really recommend people doing it because it's kind of a loser thing to do. I would make up different accounts on either Reddit or just some online forum, anywhere, fucking Rooster Teeth or whatever, right? Whatever place has an active community. I would make up accounts and report people. But not like people who don't deserve it. Like, I mean people who, just are just dicks. I just report them. I don't know why I do that. It's just like I don't know. I think it just feels good to have. Maybe I'm a YouTube hero in the making, aren't I? Fuck. Oh, I'm everything that I don't want to become. But yeah, this is a short video. Let's just get on to the questions. Hopefully this week will be a lot more fruitful than last week where there was just one video, I think. Did I just put up one video this week? Yeah, I did. And, well, this week I know for a fact there's going to be another one. But let's aim for 3 videos this week. How about that? Excluding the weekly update, let's try to make original content. I think 3 videos is pretty reasonable, so let's try and go for that. Alright, let's get on to the questions. You guys had a lot of questions this week, and I really appreciate that. It makes making this video a bit easier, but I think now that I read your questions, I'm pretty sure that this video is going to be way longer, and thanks for that, you fuck-ups. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, let's get to the first question. I don't know, there's a ton to get. So, how about this? Plague Doctor asked, what are your plans for the future and stuff? My plans for the future, I don't know, man. My plans are all just dedicated on me just getting famous already. I don't have a future. I really don't. As far as I know, I don't have a future. If I don't make YouTube, or if my writing career, that's what I meant to say. If my writing career does not go as planned, I'm fucked, honestly. I guess I'll just end up like my dad and work as a janitor for 40 years plus and hope that my son will take up my mantle and succeed where I failed. I know that's depressing, but that's just the reality of it. I like writing. I love writing. Fuck it. I love writing a ton. I love writing scripts. I love writing short stories and fictional stories, all sorts of stuff like that. And I don't know what I would do without the writing stuff. If my writing career can't succeed, I just have nothing else than just being, I don't know, a barista or... I can't even be a janitor because the robots are taking all over the world, and they're taking our jobs. Fuck. Mexicans have no use in America anymore. No wonder Trump wants us out. So yeah, my only plan is to just be a good writer and hopefully get paid for writing. So, yeah, let's hope that works out. It's just like that one Curtis Mayfield song, Move On Up, where he's like, remember your dream is your only scheme, so keep on pushing. That's the story of my life right there. Mr. Grimsock His question was, "Yo Goose, what's your favorite thing to draw and why?" I used to draw this one character who I forgot his name, but he's a character I made up for the story My Heterosexual Adventures, and he was just the main character. What the fuck was his name? I think it was like Jimmy or like Johnny. I think it was Johnny or Jimmy or something like that, but his parents are weeaboos, so they named him like some special snowflake name, like fucking, what was it, like Moonlander Phase 24, like some main character ass name. I made it as outrageous as I possibly could, and his parents are just pieces of shit, and he's just this kid who wants to be a normal kid, but he can't because his parents would be upset or whatever. Yeah, I used to draw him a lot until my tablet broke, and I can't use my fucking tablet anymore. I can't draw anymore, so I just... Well, I mean, I got paper and pencil, right? But it's not the same. It's not the same. My tablet's dead, so I can't draw it anymore. But yeah, that's what I used to draw a ton. I used to draw his character over and over again. I used to try and get good at drawing. My girlfriend taught me a ton of different things, like what I need to practice, what I need to do. Honestly, if you ask any artist, any fucking artist at all that has ever existed in the time that mankind has existed, you will get the same answer over and over again. If you ask them, how do I become a better artist, or how do I become an artist like you, they'll just say, draw every single day. That's what they'll tell you. And that's the advice I would give you if I were a good artist. And I'm not, but hey, it's really good advice. Unfortunately, I did not take up that advice while I still had the tablet on. It sucks. It's a piece of shit. And I'm trying to fix it. The stylus is the only thing that doesn't work. I don't know why. Like, the touchscreen works on the the Wacom bamboo tablet. My fingers work on it, but the stylus cannot be recognized. It is so fucking dumb, and I am incredibly mad about that. Because I paid $80 for that thing, god damn it. And it doesn't work? Fuck! So, yeah, that sucks ass. Chris McRoy asks, "Hey, Goose, hope all is well. Would you ever consider having a sub on a 3-way call or Skype call to do a video with? If so, can I have dibs on the first one?" No, not really. I don't really like that. It's not because I'm shy or anything. It's just that I know the internet. I know they'll fuck it up somehow. Like, if I were to ever become famous, like 100,000 subscribers, or hey, let's dream on. Let's be like 1 million subscribers, right? And I had this opportunity to give my subscribers a reward for supporting me on, I don't know, Patreon, because that's where a lot of people get the idea from. There's a lot of people who've made Patreon pages where one of the rewards for being a patron is, hey, you get to call me and we get to Skype call each other. I don't really like that idea. I don't, because I know if I were to call some weirdo amongst the million people who are subscribed to me, I know there's going to be one weirdo that's going to make it really cringy and really like awkward and shitty, and it's just not going to produce a very good video. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to risk it. That's why I would never do one of those shows where it's like, hey, caller, you're up. What's your opinion? I would never do that, because I know there's going to be that one caller. I don't care if there's 100 callers before him that were like really cool and really smart and really awesome, fun to talk to. If there's that one caller that's like, hey, what's up, faggot? Then that's going to be in the history forever. That's going to be in my episode list forever. Everybody's going to look up that one moment and they're going to repost it over and over and over again, and it's never going to go away. I would never want that, man. I'm sorry, but I would never do that. That being said, however, if there are any YouTubers out there that I'm currently subscribed to, I would love to collaborate with you someday. That Culture Clash guy, message him over and over on Twitter. Tell him that I want to fucking collaborate with those two. I don't know what they'll do with me. I want to collaborate. I want to do something with them. I think they're really cool and I want to do something with them. Or if you want, Message Xforts, the guy who does the JoJo stuff. If that motherfucker ever wants to do like a JoJo podcast, please let him know that I would totally be up for it. I would want to be in that podcast. I don't care if it's going to be like a boring 30-minute. I love JoJo. I know a lot about JoJo, motherfucker. Let me on that podcast. I'm saying as if it exists already, but it doesn't. But if Xforts ever makes a JoJo podcast, make sure he knows I'm available. I know my shit. Fucking, I'm there. I'm there, man. Hey, Juby, if you're watching this, I'll collab with you too. I can't sing. I'll collab with something. Whatever. I just like collabing with people. I think YouTubers are pretty cool. Hey, man, it's really lonely when you have only 6,000 subscribers. People who have 6,000 to about 99,000, they like to ignore each other because, let's face it, if somebody if a 40,000 subscriber what do you call those people? If a YouTuber with 40,000 subs collabs with another YouTuber who has like 50,000 subs, then the exchange of subscribers, it's not going to be that great, honestly. They're probably going to get 2,000 subscribers, passed on to each other. That's why a lot of little YouTubers like to collab with bigger ones, because they know that they'll get a ton of subscribers from that. But hey, man, how about we fucking change that? How about we get some help? Let's help each other out. We're in the fucking hood right now. Don't forget where you're from, motherfuckers. We're in the hood. We're not going to step on up if we don't help each other out. This is loyalty. This is family, motherfucker. As far as I'm concerned, until you hit like that silver play button, you are shit and garbage, just like the rest of us, okay? So let's think about helping each other out, all right? At any rate, last question is from Outlaw Zavade. Zavade? That's an anime character, I'm sure of it. Your question was, got any hobbies, favorite sports teams, or video games? Okay, so this is kind of a complicated answer to this question. I used to have a few hobbies I was into, but not anymore. So one of my hobbies was to draw on my tablet that's now broken. Since it's broken now, can't do it anymore. Another hobby I had before that was, I actually was into soccer for a little bit. Football, as some people would call it. I was into soccer for a while, but I realized there were a lot of teams that I just didn't give a shit about. And especially here in America, it's really hard to be a soccer fan, because then you would have to tune in to every soccer event that happens in Europe, because that's where soccer is bigger. But here in America, there's not a lot of competition unless you were to tune into the Mexican stuff or the South American stuff, I would say. And even then, it's like I can't really relate. I don't really have a hometown favorite on the Mexican side, even though, I know where my dad is from. I know where my mom is from. So they have soccer teams. But, I can't connect to that. It's like, how can I root for these guys when I live here in America? I should be rooting for the New York team, but there is no New York team. So I found it very difficult to be a soccer fan. So I just, kind of stopped. I was also a football fan, American football fan. I was really into the Green Bay Packers, but again, it's like, I don't really have a connection to them. The only reason I like them is because they're the color green. Also, and I used to be a New York resident, and when you're a New York resident, you're basically like, well, I should say when you're a New Yorker. When you're a New Yorker, you basically like, you tune into TV every single day. There's always some news story on the local baseball team. Baseball is a big fucking thing in New York. I don't know if everybody knows that. But yeah, it's a big fucking thing. It's a big deal. So by default, I was a Yankees fan for a long time, and I fucking hated the Red Sox. I don't know why. I never watched baseball. I tried twice. Fell asleep twice. I think that game is fucking boring. But when I was watching it, I was like, okay, the Yankees are the good guys. Red Sox? Fuck those assholes. I hate those bastards. I don't know. It was just like the inner hatred was spawned by a bunch of the locals that were around me. They were like, man, we're for the Yankees. Fuck the Red Sox, man. So, but yeah, I can't keep up with baseball. That shit's boring. Hockey I could probably keep up with, and I probably would like it. But I've never really had the opportunity to just sit down and watch any, NHL stuff. So, not really into that. What else? I know oh yeah, there's this other hobby I used to have, which was a bit, geekier, which was collecting Steam trading cards. That was a bit of a dangerous hobby of mine because that was more like gambling than it was a hobby. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but on Steam, trading cards are kind of valuable, like really, really valuable. There have been times where I had a foil card that were worth $10 on Steam. That might not sound like a lot to you guys. And even if it does sound like a lot, I still don't think you guys understand the magnitude of how much money that is. A fucking virtual item from Undertale is worth $20 now than it was when I first played it. I'm pretty sure there's like a papyrus foil card out there that's worth like $20 or $10, because I remember I had the dog trading card and that was a foil that was like $15. It was like that was like 3 days after Undertale. I could only imagine how much foil cards are worth now that Undertale is such a cuck. Fuck that game. Now that Undertale is a way more popular game, I can only imagine how much that is. And I'm still kind of into it, but it's hard to get into Steam trading cards because, well, first of all, the way you get the trading cards is if you play the games that have trading cards, which is fine, but my computer just can't fucking handle Steam's games. I can't handle any PC games in general, so I can't fucking get them anymore. So thankfully, that's, that hobby of mine is kind of, water under the bridge, because I used to waste a lot of money on trading cards. You might be wondering what I would use those trading cards for. Why would anybody collect them? When you collect the trading cards, you could level yourself up on your Steam profile by, if you collect a set, then you can just combine them and make a badge for that game, and you will level up. And that's kind of addicting, sure, but I liked collecting trading cards for the sake of just selling them, honestly. I didn't care about leveling up at all. When I could level up, I would, but honestly, even if they're worth like 10 cents, 20 cents, if I had 5 of the same cards that were like not that valuable, and they were worth like 20 cents on the market, I would still sell them, because 4 of them are worth 20 cents. That's almost a fucking dollar. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I just was really addicted to that. A very unhealthy addiction, but it was an addiction nonetheless. And I'm probably going to be addicted to it again in the summer, where I could afford a ton more games. But let's hope that's not the case, because I don't want to waste any more money on Steam trading cards, because that shit's bullshit. But yeah, those are my hobbies, and that was the last question. I know there are a ton more questions that I missed. I'm sorry, but I can't cover them all, because I know when I talk about the questions that you guys give me, I talk a lot, because, look at the fucking timer on this shit. It was supposed to be a 10-minute video, and now it's a 31-minute video, because I like talking a lot. Well, fuck that. Oh well. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this very short episode. If you enjoyed it, then give it a like. And if you didn't enjoy it, then subscribe. I love it when YouTubers do that. But yeah, this upcoming week, tomorrow, I should be done with that one video I was talking about. If not, then fucking kill me. And I hope I can just come out with better content this week. And I promise you, I'll try. I will try. Because I know the past week or so, the past 3 weeks, I would say, I've been in a bit of a rut. I haven't had very good content in a while. So I hope I can give you better content just for the rest of this channel's life. I promise you, I'll try my best to make you laugh and smile and cry and whatever. Alright. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see you next time. I love y'all. Goodbye.